auto attacks are feeling small, and this is the first impression I get from the new hero. This is Yan Ming in Call of Dragons. Just it's like 300. From first look is absolutely nothing, and I was thinking, oh my god, I really want to get Gromora from the wiki spin. Obviously I didn't actually get her, but this hero was something on the second place in my head. Maybe if I get him, I'm going to finally replace Wodir. But Yan Ming didn't actually impress me with something crazy from point of his skill. Now, there was something like, you know, the defense you get, the 20% hero skill damage, and this one, I was not so sure what this is supposed to mean. So I built this impression for Yun Ming that this hero is going to be used just for the skill talent tree. If he do some damage, he do. I really hope he do. But then I actually start testing this hero and I was shocked. I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked how good this bad boy is performing. Right now I have him out and you're going to see something that is going to change Call of Dragons forever. I think the majority of the people already know how this spell is working, but by looking the damage, it's like, I'm not going to point out how much damage this hero is doing. Obviously it can be with Celestials, with Vestals, it can, you're going to have different tier 5 or maybe tier 4 or tier 3 researches, but at the end of the day, this hero is going to bring something that in the big fights is going to provide with the steady damage. Every 2 seconds, you're going to fire up and you're going to do a cleave on the front lines. The other thing that actually make me big impression, I didn't, since, you know, when I play fights or when I do some fights, normally I'm playing like this. I'm zoom out, I'm not actually close to the camera, and I'm just targeting the target. So I didn't actually go that much in zoom, but I made couple tests with couple legions. With my farm, I use my farm from time to time with the test, and I saw how great is this spell actually. Again, I'm not going to talk about the damage, how much damage I did. Obviously my farm is going to receive more damage, but this is going to bring absolutely sustained damage on the battlefield. This is going to be steady damage that is going to win the war. So far, the majority of the cases, yeah, people are saying we're counting over the mages to, you know, win the war, but when you check it out a fight, you're going to see that the physical damage heroes and troops is actually ruling what is happening on the battlefield. This is infantry, this is cavalry. They're right now, they're like the troops that are deciding the outcome of the war. But even that, this hero is doing that less damage from each hit, like 300 damage, still we can actually boost this hero power even more. And this is going to be from talents. Obviously these talents need to be rebuilded a little, just because I really don't think I'm actually needing that much launching a normal attack, give you rage, because this hero is actually not needing any kind of rage. Now some people are suggesting to pair Yun Ming with Tohar and completely take out this rage regeneration for the mages, because Tohar don't need rage, Yun Ming don't need rage, everything look absolutely great. Yun Ming is giving 20% more hero skill damage, Tohar is giving 30%, so just by combining this combo you're going to see something like 50% increase just by hero skills, 50% increasing the magic heroes hero skill damage, which is absolutely mind-blowing. But still, by talking about Yun Ming, because you want to pair it with something else, some people say with Theia, I personally pair it with Velyn because right now Velyn is free for me. When I get Gromora, maybe there's going to be some changes in my legions, but how we can actually boost this spell so this hero become more powerful? Obviously from talents, the thing I want to get, and I'm going to try and test it, is going to be more hero skill damage. 4% from here, 5% from here, here we also have like 4%, and finally we have like 8%. I think I can actually only need this one. In my head, I have some build for infantry that I want to maybe apply for this hero. I'm going to share it with you. It's going to be HP bypass with the new city skin, but even 2% HP bypass, and actually getting this thing here. Your Legion magic units deal 1% more damage to infantry units, can go up to 5%. Because I think in the battlefields, infantry are just so much numbers. They not outnumber mages because, you know, they enter in the fight and they're sent at home very fast. But just the numbers of the infantry, the numbers of the cavalry is something wild these days on the battlefield. So Yun Ming, you can support him with some rage skill. From there, if you want to make some synchronization between the different marches, because Velyn is giving march speed, 20% march speed. Theia, when you pair her with Celestials, I mean, if you use Celestials, is going to give you 20% march speed. Bahorn, if you is going to give you 20% march speed. So, you know, there is a difference from the march speed and what kind of heroes, what kind of march speed is giving. So maybe you can even, you know, for the better synchronization, you can go with some overall march speed. So we know how we can actually increase it from the Tower tree. Also, the new artifact is, I think, built for this hero. The simple answer is not because he's doing this artifact is doing pretty decent damage, but when launching a normal attack, the Wilder Legion has 65% chance to do extra magic damage the next time it deals hero skill damage. And we know this hero is every 2 seconds doing hero skill damage. So this is even more improving of the spell of Yun Ming, and with those improvements, okay, pets is also can actually improve, but it's not directly improving the Yun Ming. The majority of the cases I prefer to focus over the pet and make pet great, not a support for my hero, but pet to be a separate mini hero on the battlefield. So by artifact and the talents, you can get pretty decent boost of the main spell of the Yun Ming. And from there, fighting in the chokes. This is maybe the most important thing I can actually say, is just fighting on the chokes. Right now, I'm not so sure I'm going to see any kind of choke fight. This is obviously an open field fight. It's not like choke fight, but in the choke points, the mages are having the biggest advantage. The troop that is getting the biggest advantage in the choke points is mages. It's not infantry, it's not cavalry, it's not marksmen, it's exactly the mages, because the choke is so small that you cannot make some crazy strategy and do some kind of banana formation or etc. And at the same time, everybody is going in one place, and like this you can do crazy amount of damage. And by boosting Yun Ming's skill with the artifact and also from the talents getting more hero skill damage, you're going to merit print in the chokes. This hero is, I saw one meme in the Discord where it was a funny one where I don't remember the name of the octopus in the SpongeBob, and it was like, the mage people are waiting finally a mage that is going to outperform the previous 2 generations, and we get generation 5 mages. And I can at some point actually agree, because this mage, especially Yun Ming, is absolutely great, absolutely crazy hero in Call of Dragons. And by fighting in the choke points with the splash damage or the splash cleave, like I like to say it, you're going to merit print. I have videos on my channel with reports of Yan Ming. You can go and check them out after this video. It's crazy. On level 36, he did crazy amount of damage. Right now it's level 45. I'm slowly building this bad boy. Right now I can actually make him level 46. It's slow because I use all of my books over the Kuma, but at the end of the day, definitely I'm going to level up, a star up. This hero is already 5 stars. I don't have many heroes that are 5 stars, but yeah, I'm heavily investing in this hero. I think this hero is having great future. Now the biggest problem is coming when you're fighting in the choke points, is when the enemy spread. Now we all love the choke points as a mage mains, but the moment the enemies stop actually going in the choke points is actually the real problem, especially if you have to be the aggressive side. And by aggressive side I mean you have to push and they're defending. This is the biggest nightmare that can happen to any mage hero, because if you enter in these choke points, there is just so much danger there. There can be some blink play from an infantry, immediately they can stack you. And from the enemy side, if they have Yun Ming, they're going to basically destroy your legion. And that's why I really hate choke points when I have to be on the side that have to push, and I always walk in the game when I have to defend this type of places, choke points. So it's very dangerous when the enemy decide, okay, they have to attack, we're going to wait. Now in situation like this, your alliance have to get together, and in my personal opinion, I think maybe a couple of rallies can be sent in the choke points, disbanded, and just the infantry is going to be right next to the mages and marksmen. This is going to be the moment that your alliance have to push, because if you don't push this choke point, obviously you're not going to proceed further if you're on the side of the attacker. So there is going to be a lot of strategy that you're going to think, maybe some behemoths. Honestly, for like playing this game over 2 years, I have seen so many different strategies. Some of them are working, some of them are not working that much, but still, even that the enemy are going to be spreaded around the chokes, there's still going to be legions stuck together. Perfect opportunity for our new hero to actually gather some merits. And if you're under alliance territory, is even better. And the most bad thing that can happen to any mage in Cow Dragons is to be isolated. What I mean by that is, look at the mages, they're all playing together. Here we're having couple marksmen, but still there is some infantry in the front. The moment you get isolated, for example your mages are here, you can get struck from the cavalry. You can get infantry blinked. You can get enemies directly start striking you, because if you're away from the mage bow, you just, when the enemy come for you, you're not going to be close to this bow so they can support your alliance, and you're going to get destroyed like this. Now I like to play separate from the others, but in small, very small distance, just not to be stuck at one place with everybody. So I think this is the biggest fear for the mages, just to get isolated. And in a situation like this, there is a pretty decent chance you get focused and you die. Because if you're far away from the group, the chance enemy cavalry or whatever strike you and get away with this is pretty decent, because the big deadly mage bow is not going to be there to support you. So if you want to play a little isolated, you have to bring one infantry with you. I think this is one of the ways you can do it, even though that you cannot actually stop the cavalry. So the way you have to do it is just be very close to your mage bow. And with the 2 seconds proc farm value, just going to fill your pockets with so much merits. The good thing about this hero is, I want to point it out, is the defense he's going to receive. Now, it's so easy to get these 3 stacks. Let's start from there. We're in the field, probably get 1 extra legion, and this hero legion has 50% chance to get 10% defense, 3 stacks. Why is important for the mages the defense? And the answer is pretty simple. Just mages by default are having the biggest defense, magic defense in the game. It's like 229. No one is having that big defense. Now on top of that, if you are from the fraction League of Order, you're going to get Legion magic defense extra 3%. On top of that, from the new hero, extra 30%. So you're going to receive so little damage from the mages, especially from the splash damage from the rage skill. like Lilia, maybe Thunderlin, Velyn. There is a lot of mages that are doing AoE damage, so you're just going to receive you're not going to receive big damage from the splash damage just because of this small defense. Obviously, to play a mage is going to just cost some time, so it's I think for marksmen is more hard, but I think the mages is very easy to be learned. So the moment you actually teach yourself how to play with mages with this new hero, just going to get absolutely great success. And the biggest value you're going to receive from Yun Ming is constant cleave every fight. This hero is just going to bring you constant cleave every fight, and like this you're just going to get tons of merits. I'm so happy that the game actually decides to give us this type of hero. As a mage main, obviously I am biased in this whole situation, but I'm so happy we get this hero and also the skill tower tree. Still, I didn't actually test Grumara. I have a great expectation for her. I also believe that she's going to be a very nice hero. On top of that, we also have a skill tower tree for her. We have a garrison, which one of the skills is going to be completely useless for the open field. But hey, at the end of the day, I think for the garrison is going to be a very nice one, since she's hitting like a truck. The biggest damage in Call of Dragons. This is 2000 magic damage, and grants Heroes Legion and 25% bonus to hero skill damage. I mean, you even get bonus after awakening. Absolutely crazy hero. So yeah, guys, this is going to be for this video. I just wanted to talk about this 2 seconds beatdown that right now we're witnessing in Call of Dragons with the new hero Yan Ming, and I want to hear your opinion. What do you think about this new hero and etc. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed so far and you get some value. This is helping my channel to reach more people who is enjoying this type of videos. Subscribe if you're new here and you enjoy Call of Dragons content, and if you want to support me directly supporting the channel so I'm able to make more videos, don't forget to become a member of this channel. So far, I wish you a great day, great week, great month, and see you in the next video.